bet before, so whatever I'm giving you, I've not collaborated with her in any formal way, but it shows how it's a feedback to give back to what we do. So they call me in my network the lady who buys tools instead of handbags, and so I'm bringing in a lot of end user meaning I'm using the tool that are already out there in the market, and I maximize it to help the women. So my name is Zenz, and I'm the founder of African Women in Europe, and also African Women in Trade. And you would wonder how we combine the two. I live in Germany, and I come from Kenya, and having the opportunity to live in a country like Germany, it gives me opportunity to have access to internet and also access to 100% electricity, which we take it for granted. So today, allow me to introduce Africa Women in Trade, a network that was initiated by African women in Europe during the COVID-19 pandemic. Thanks to digital technology, which made it possible to connect both locally and internationally, and more my motherland, Africa. We were able to reach over 4,000 women, MSMEs, who are already trading under AFCFTA, Africa Continental Free Trade Area, and that had just been launched in January 2021, and the same year, the month that AWT was launched, so we are probably 1.5 years right now. The technology has really speed us to that level. So how did we use technology to reach out to the MSMEs? Africa Women in Europe, as I mentioned earlier, has existed over 14 years, and it's online, it's a digital platform. We use this tool to connect with other women across Europe and empower each other in different ways. Using the skills, the diaspora and experience and tools that are available to use, we were able to accelerate the formation of the implementation of African Women in Trade. We are also, maybe you're asking, what are some of the useful digital tools, because that's what we are here about, and how we are using them. Some of the basic tools that we use, which are for free actually, as was mentioned earlier. These are online platforms that do not need any payment and no subscription. The tools that help us to connect online included using social platforms, which we all know, which are common and easy accessible, and most of the MSMEs were already using. So using these includes, but not limited to, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and most common one of being the Facebook, because my market and the stakeholders were all in Africa. The real effective communication, content creation, and documentation digital tools were WhatsApp. I'm sure each one of you here have a WhatsApp. You helped us to form groups, share documents, and operate meetings with real-time exchange of messages through chat. And another platform that offered a lot of support, and this is Google tools, and what I have to say from there, for communication, members use email, which is the second after WhatsApp. WhatsApp have almost taken over email, unfortunately, because of the real-time communication. But when you want to use for formal information, they use email, and so a lot of accounts, we noticed they needed to form a lot of Gmail accounts, which is a free as well. For collecting data, we use Google Forms, and you all know that you registered here, probably you used one, and Gmeet, and which is where we have meetings within each other from the continent, especially when you're having one-to-one meeting. And G Drive, one of my favorites, where my team work real time on documents, and I'm sure you all know G Drive. If you have ever worked on documents, you need to organize yourself as a team. So for hosting our webinars to share information with other members, we use live stream tools like Zoom, which most of you have heard. And I remember my women in Europe, when COVID came, they were happy because we were already using Zoom when COVID came, so they were able to use this tool. And this was also what we use for Africa Women in Trade. StreamYard is one of them when you want to broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. And YouTube allowed members to access recorded information. And I have to say, most of the time, in the continent, they have difficulties to be there on live, like today. I know most of you are all listening here, and it's recorded on YouTube, so they can always listen to that afterward. All the above tools helped us to connect, but I cannot really forget one of the most important one, Canva. If you have seen Canva, Canva has been my favorite tool that I use also for my personal use to create content that is attractive to the audience. And you all know we are all moving into visual content right now. The brochures that I have put on your table right now, actually they are all from Canva. If I put one of the flyers, it can be used as a PDF. I can use it as a presentation here, and I can also use it as a video at the same platform. So all the above tools helped us to build strong business relationship and build trust with our members, even though we have never met in person. In fact, it's so confusing when you finally meet in person. It feels like it's a continuation of conversation from digital world, just to realize you actually never met. So this has happened a lot in the digital world, and I think this is going to be very common, the transition of the two. Having said that, AWT members will meet for the first time at Cape Town on 20th this next month to 22nd, which will be held in the city of City Hall, and in Cape Town, South Africa, where you are all invited. The event is actually hosted on Google Suite. So it's a free website. We decided to hold it there to help us to manage with the connection and the people on the ground. To be ready to market our products and services, both locally, regional, and global, we have partnered with other organizations, and we have to acknowledge that digitalization you cannot do on your own. Some are advanced, and we have to see how we can work together through partnership, which is the SDG number 17, which is the biggest one. And I think if we solve the SDG 17 partnership, all the others will be solved. That's my thinking. And from that, we have worked access to global market for women in MSMEs. We have been which has been a challenging and network that simplify the process by guiding them step by step, like Trade for MSMEs. We'll help them to encourage to enter into global markets and competitive prices as well. And organizations like SheTrade that I have to also acknowledge from ITC has been quite a tremendous platform from the women we have been working on, African Women in Trade, especially with the capacity building, and members we have received tremendous trainees and developed their products ready for markets. And one of them actually I have here is part of SheTrade results, and she's also here. You can meet her as well. They have really gained a lot of success stories from this. Networks like African Women in Trade is a networking platform, and combination with the African Women in Europe, which is a diaspora, we also support MSMEs to access markets and businesses also where we are living here in Europe. Now, there are not enough affordable and easy to use B2B online platform, and we need more of that. We at AWT, with a network of over 4,000, have faced a challenge to get B2B platform that is affordable to connect women in business with buyers. We have identified other platforms that we could use, although they are very expensive and to maintain, but meet the simplicity where the African women are MSMEs as well, can be self-sufficient and manage themselves with minimum assistance. There is therefore a great need in developing affordable digital services and platforms to accommodate MSMEs. How is AWT helping MSMEs women, especially enterprises, ready to digital trading? We have come up with a program to formalize women businesses, where informal owned business owners will work hand in hand with the youth on our platform, where they take them step by step. Easy create websites, strategize their businesses, concept, content creation to market their products on social platforms. We believe youth have both the knowledge and time to use digital platform, and they can offer these services to help women formalize their businesses to attract buyers and investors. Through this partnership, we will create jobs for the youth, and the established women enterprises can focus on producing their product, and this is what they know best. As we see on our platform, that they are very good at preparing the product, but the digital world is a bit complicated. So the aim is to create a sustainable program where it will be a win-win for both sides. We are the pilot stage, where I'm working with myself. I'm actually on the pilot stage with the event that I've just mentioned in Cape Town. I'm partnering with the youth in Cape Town, and we are hosting the first expo where we will meet finally face to face with all the African women coming from over 45 countries as we speak as of at the moment. As a closing remarks, we may be asking ourselves, will digitalization help MSMEs to trade? The answer is yes. We need more digital platforms that are easy to use and easy to access and are affordable. We also need more training on how to use these tools in order for MSMEs to fully maximize these digital platforms. African women in trade have been able to connect the integration with each other online, and this limits many barriers such as travel time, and removes the limitation of place. We can meet at the comfort of our nation and yet be very effective and productive. So AWT and AWE has shown working with the diaspora using digitalization, online tools, and positive attitude to embrace technology. It is possible to do business anywhere in the world. Thank you.